President Aquino returns home before midnight tonight from a one-day working visit to Japan. The president met with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and addressed the JICA-sponsored Consolidation for Peace for Mindanao conference in Hiroshima. In his meeting with Premier Abe, the two leaders agreed to strengthen further their two countries' security and economic cooperation. The details of this report from Elena Luna.
The Philippines and Japan have agreed to further strengthen cooperation and security as President Aquino met with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. The president spent almost 2 hours at the old Prime Minister's residence to meet the Japanese leader and some of his cabinet members.
強化することで一致をいたしました。
The President and I agreed to further strengthen our cooperation in security in areas such as disaster relief, building on the track record of cooperation such as that I have described.
また私から積極的平和主義の取り組みとして、2.3原則の策定や
I explained to the President about the approaches we are taking under the policy of proactive contribution to peace, namely the drawing up of the 3 principles for the transfer of defense equipment and the studies which are underway on the relationship between the right of collective self-defense and the Constitution.
Prime Minister Abe conveyed to the President that Japan will continue to support approaches taken by the Philippines in urban infrastructure improvement and other areas.
The Prime Minister and I share the belief that the primary duty of government is to advance the welfare of its citizens, and the Philippines' economic resurgence and Japan's revitalization can only further expand the horizon of opportunities for our peoples. Infrastructure development is integral in sustaining the Philippines' present growth trajectory, and the study on a transportation roadmap for Metro Manila and its surrounding areas is one of the many initiatives that highlight the vibrant cooperation that we enjoy in this area. I thank the Prime Minister for Japan's vital assistance to us in this field.
President Aquino personally thanked Japan for helping Filipinos affected by Typhoon Yolanda.
Allow me to extend our gratitude to the Prime Minister and his government for the hospitality they have shown to me and my delegation. This gratitude also extends to Japan's overwhelming humanitarian assistance to my people in the aftermath of Super Typhoon Haiyan. And on their instructions, may I say, domo arigato gozaimashita.
When the Philippines suffered the scourge of the typhoon last autumn, Japan did the utmost possible to extend cooperation, including the dispatch of our self-defense forces, the scale of which was unprecedented. I was very encouraged to hear from the President about the strong resilience with which reconstruction is taking place.
Both leaders mentioned the relaxation of visa requirements in Japan.
I likewise thanked him for making it possible for even more Filipino tourists to visit this country with a further relaxation of visa regulations. Conversely, with the sustained enthusiasm of Japanese nationals for my country's tourist spots, more of your people are finding out firsthand indeed more fun in the Philippines. We thank the Japanese people for their contributions to my country's economic growth.
期待をしたいと思います。
I also informed the President about the relaxation of visa requirements for the Philippines toward the promotion of human exchange. It is hoped that many tourists from the Philippines would visit Japan.
For the People's Television, Elena Luna, Tokyo, Japan.